Hey everyone, welcome to tonight's episode of Medaverse Live. Thank you all for joining me. Right off the bat, sorry to anyone. Well, first off, sorry that we're starting a little late. I was running into some issues with the streaming stuff, and which goes on to my next apology. Sorry to the people who watch this on Mixer. Tonight we won't be airing it on there. Come to find out, Microsoft did some updates for their broadcasting stuff, and I have to wait 24 hours to get authenticated before I can start broadcasting on Mixer again. So that one's off the table for tonight. So next week, Mixer will be back in the mix. So yeah, so sorry about that, guys. And yeah, and otherwise, yeah, I mean, everything else has been going kind of smoothly. Uh, we have switched over to using any desktop now for my streaming from my laptop to the the streaming computer I'm using here. Um, yeah, TeamView, which is what I was using previously, was starting to give me some issues, popping up saying I was using it for non-commercial usage, which was total BS, and it was getting really frustrating because I kept getting these error messages over and over again, and I just said, you know what, the hell with it, switched over, and now we're going to be using AnyDesk, and we'll see how that works. Not too keen about the fact that we got the taskbar up here, but I don't think there's much I can do about that. I don't want to do that. Never mind. I haven't had really much of a chance to actually test out the streaming stuff on this. I actually literally just got this up and running not too long ago. Let me close down the TeamView. Yes, I do want to terminate it because you guys are being jerks. Close you down too. Okay, so yeah. On the plus side, I mean, I've been just trying it out this afternoon, and it seems like it works pretty good so far for streaming. Ooh. You know, I'm seeing a little slowdown. But other than that, it seems to be working pretty good. Wow, there we go. Waiting to see for this thing to break, but it seems to be running pretty nicely tonight. Some little hiccups here and there, but not a whole lot. Could be running right. Hey, Project Hayrex, I believe it is, the horror text adventure game. Thank you for liking the tweet and retweeting out for me. So yeah. So we're going to be trying this out tonight, see how this works for development. Yeah, nothing here. I'll have a resolution, best quality, yada yada yada. Nothing for hiding that ugly ass taskbar. Yeah, so we'll be working with this tonight, see how this runs. See how it works. But yeah, so a couple of things changing tonight, so we'll see how it works. Again, sorry to the Mixer guys. Yeah, if I knew about them doing that earlier, I would have totally got it working a couple days ago. But yep, I made a mistake of, well, not really the mistake. They really didn't notify me. We weren't like 4 episodes. Almost went a whole month with it working properly, and now it's like, oh nope, not anymore. So anyway, so yeah, that's that. As for updates over here at Medaverse Studios, trying to think what's been going on. I know we have been working on some of the actual writing, some of the lore and stuff, the story actually. Really, it is. That'll be in the manual for this NES game. Started fleshing that out, describing the world she lives in, and the fact that she's on this mission to save her father from these evil alien monster creature things. A little bit more than that, but right now we're writing it up, so we're trying to create a good narrative for this, since the only way you're going to be able to know the story for this is to read the manual. We are thinking about also, like, before you can even get into, maybe like when you hit select or something, when you select this NES game, you have to read through these chunks of these few pages of story before getting into the game, at least once. Then once you've done that and it's registered in the save game, you can just skip right over it going forward. Because I think I mentioned this early before, we didn't have a surefire way on getting people to actually read the manual. And that's, back in the day, that's where all the story was for NES games, was in the manual for the most part. I mean, some games later on, like Ninja Gaiden, actually did little cutscenes, but based on the time frame we're putting this game, no one had really done that yet, so we got to do it this way. So yeah, we're working on that, writing up the story, because we really feel like we're getting to that point where we do need to have that element, that story element, so people can really kind of understand the characters. Once it is done, we'll probably be publishing it right on the website, or at least publishing it somewhere so you guys can read it and not waiting for this the game to be released. But because we're doing this, I'm actually working on some artwork, trying to copy the style a little bit of early NES manuals. So it's like very 80s chibi looking type anime character look for our characters. Also very like rough sketched version almost. They're not very detailed like what we're more used to nowadays. They're very simplified. They're for the most part, they're all black and white. I know Legend of Zelda did color versions, but for the most part, if you looked at like Ghouls and Ghosts, Castlevania, Mega Man, all those, I mean, they were very, very simplified versions. So I'm actually working on really doing this, and I gotta tell you, it is a pain in the butt to actually kind of deprogram yourself from creating like modernized, like the current idea, like of how anime characters look, or even artwork looks in general, and really drastically downgrading it to look more like this. It's weird. It's like it's a primitive version of the art style. It's very odd how the art style has changed so much from the 80s to the 2010s, and honestly, I have to say, even my personal art style is more that of like 90s anime and 90s comic book era, and even that has very, very drastically changed. Not as much, I would say, as from 70s, 80s to 90s, but I mean, it has changed quite a bit, the art style, and it's kind of weird trying to unprogram yourself to draw one way and draw into a different way. But this is something that I'm working on that. We're bopping back and forth through emails and text messages, working on the story for this. Just really trying to make it so when you hop into this world, you'll be able to hop in, know what's going on. It's going to be a lot of fun, and you'll be able to understand what's going on in the world. So, yeah, lots of cool things. Another thing that I've been personally working on lately, and this has been a big one, is I've been doing a lot of research on what we can and can't do for background art on these games, because I feel like a lot of this, I mean, the black was fine, honestly, but I felt like we really needed to figure out some way to do more, and by digging around, I'm finding that we can actually do more with the background, and so we probably will be doing a lot more and really kind of boosting up how things are going to look. So I'm excited for how that's going to turn out. Indie Game Planet, thank you for the retweet. But yeah, so going through, I've now figured out that we could actually do this. And this does not go against. Adding additional colors like this does not actually go against the restrictions. So we have definitely opened up the door to make things look nicer. So I'm excited. As I said, I've been doing a lot of research, seeing what our limitations are for an NES game and what we can and can't do when it comes to backgrounds, because backgrounds have been a very odd area where I'm like really not sure what limitations we have. But it looks like doing stuff like this where we can actually have multiple colors, black, green, blue, and it's possible. The only area where this is going to start coming into an issue is when we hit over here. And I mean, you're already seeing it, where we have our transparency and we have the blue black thing. And so I mean, this is going to be something else that I've got to look into now. We're probably not going to be using these blocks here. We're probably actually, in general, I'm going to be, I think tonight we're going to be redesigning this section. We're probably going to do some meta tiles here where we'll have much bigger blocks just to kind of clean it up. Because right now this looks like chaos. This is so freaking ugly, and it needs to get cleaned up and made look better. But yeah, so I mean, that's been the update here over at Medaverse Studios, which is I mean, it's a lot of good progress. Things are moving along. There's gonna be a lot of work now going forward, getting the levels to look nice and to really start building them out. We have the foundation has been laid out. We are happy with the overall map for this game. We feel that we're going to be able to build out lots and lots of obstacles, and maybe we're still debating the backtracking end of it. Well, it wouldn't be a bad idea. I mean, backtracking was not really common back then. I mean, well, actually, backtracking was very common back then, but it wasn't a pain in the ass type situation where people found it really repetitive and annoying. So we're looking at how we're going to handle backtracking in this, and I mean, we've looked at Metroid. Metroid has always been our kind of go-to game to kind of look and reference about what we can and can't do. And even Zelda did stuff where you had to get certain items to progress into certain areas, and we're probably going to do a lot of similar elements like that. And yeah, so we're figuring things out still. But we've got a pretty good game plan going on, and we're really excited how things have been turning out. Programming wise, I haven't heard any new news. I know our guy's been working on the camera, trying to get that to be positioned better with the tile map. I don't know what his progress is on that. I haven't talked to him almost all week, so we're gonna be things. Hopefully, maybe we'll get a nice update sooner than later. But yeah, that is it for updates for Medaverse on Project Artificial Legacy. Yeah, so that's about it. So I think what we'll do now is we're going to get some music going, and we are going to dive into doing more work on the game. So let's me where's my YouTube app? YouTube. Come on. Let's see. Royalty-free music. We're going to be using RFM, royalty-free music tonight, I think. And yeah, let's do motivational music. That sounds like it could be fun. so first off, I want to get this nice grass in here. Okay, I gotta rename this wall. There's no real point for me zooming in like this. So yeah, do a little time-consuming stuff here, but I mean it's gonna make it look a lot better. But yeah, lately I've just been doing a lot of dissecting on early games, seeing how they were built, seeing what limitations we have. Okay, so here's the one we're going to work on tonight. This one definitely needs some freaking TLC. So, oh, there we go. Crunch the back first. So first off, I mean, these blocks were never supposed to be indicator of walkthrough. I mean, these are supposed to be solid ones. So this area needs to get changed up. What we also need, so these type of bricks will definitely get moved over to these. We gotta do something about what we're going to use for this one. Let's see. Well, I mean, one thing we could do, and this is definitely an option now, palette swap stuff. And all we can just say, we're using a darker gray. Or even a lighter, well, see, that's white, so. That's all we have to do right there, and boom, we're done. So on this one, I know, first off, these are not going to be the ones we'll use. I'm just filling these in for now, just so we have an idea of what we're working with. Then we'll start rebuilding this in a second. So yeah, we get the light ones, we get the dark ones. Yeah, I think that is going to work nicely. I think using this will work great. So let's start with these. So that's the wrong color. But that alone, I mean, geez, the small ones really were looking bad. guess doing something like that looks... I mean, look at how much better that already looks. So... Oops. More. Yeah, look how much better that looks now already. Toss this guy in. Oh shoot, I did not mean to do that. Oops. I think that works. So, I mean, that looks just so much better. I mean, it looks a little, it still looks very like, what the hell's going on here type thing. I mean, I think I need to do a little bit more cleanup on this. So, actually, in all honesty, these can actually get erased. Actually, I'm gonna do... this way we're just going to erase a little bit, kind of get it down. Ooh, wait, we need that one though. Because otherwise you're going to fall right through right there, so... don't really need this extra one here. So I think that looks a lot better. Kind of erasing any extra ones I have here because I really don't want to have overlap anywhere. So yeah, I think that looks a lot nicer. Ooh. Ah. Oops. Ooh, got a little bit of slowdown there. I'm hoping this isn't affecting the stream at all, because my little indicator. Okay. Oh, there we go. I found the performance thing. We have no frame drops. That's good. So walk through. Yeah, we're running into a little hiccup with this. Here's another one that definitely needs updating. I don't know why I was just trying on that layer for that. Huh. Okay, here we go. And I don't know why I decided to do all these. I can just copy and paste one over and over again. See, things like this, I mean, these are actual things that are doable, surprisingly. Really surprisingly, I was really surprised to find that this type of stuff is very doable. Wow, this is annoying. Why does it keep... Wait, or did it end already? Hold on. Oh, well, that would explain. There was only 4 songs in this playlist. Well, that's a shame. That was actually pretty good music. Let's try the rock selection. Oh, wait, hold on. Make sure I turn the collision off on those. Oops, cancel. No, that works. Yeah, see, just that little shadow really adds a lot to it. Which is also a completely feasible element to have too, which is surprising. It'll be a lot more noticeable once we get into the underground area where we can have some nice drop shadows. But yeah, I've been very surprised on what some of the what I thought were really bad limitations that are not actual limitations. Okay, I almost forgot that I was keeping the old ones here because I want to use it as a before and after ordeal. Yeah, see, now this is where things are going to start getting messy. And honestly, maybe once you hit the building area, we do switch over to... Which, you know, we can actually do, because if we take this piece... Oops. really have anything I can use to bridge that gap better. I guess that actually could work. Probably should have it go before. So now it looks like we're going from a grassy world, like, into like a industrial world with pavement. Actually, that actually would be pretty kind of cool. I'm gonna copy this. And like areas like this, what I could do. First, I'll put the. So I can make it look like there's like little parks, or you know how you go in the city and have those little areas of green. So I can do that, and that way it just breaks up nicely. So now if I paste, no, ah, fuck. Sorry about that. Send report. Damn it. Ah. We were doing so good. So good without having that game, having it crash. I pushed my luck. And 100 apologies right there for dropping the F-bomb just now. Yes, no, I want you to restore it all. See how bad it is. I really hope it didn't. I really hope it kept it all. I hope we didn't lose that much. Oh man, we lost a bunch. Oh, actually didn't lose that much. I honestly was expecting to have lost a lot more. Okay, now save all. So we already know that that's not going to work, so I'm going to have to manually recreate that, which really stinks. Okay, how the heck did I make that? I'm sorry. I don't know why I was keeping it that resolution. I'm sorry, guys. So there. So you get your industrial area. Hey, look, here's a little bit of green. Try to figure if I'll move that forward. Yeah. Let's move this forward a little bit. Just supposed to be little strips of green here and there. Maybe not there. Let's keep that one black. No, I want to do... Put some black in there. What the... Restore now. Boy, this rang is gonna have to become a sure show because I'll be dropping F-bombs left and right. Save all. Jeez. So I think that looks a lot nicer. Oh, yeah, I had that one. This one. So it almost looks just like little areas where you can, it's like, hey, the level's ending, breaking up here type thing. Just got little bits of green. It just adds a little bit more to the game by having some of this extra color. It just makes it look nicer, so. Save all. Yes. Not sure what that issue is. Ah, I'm stuck. Yeah, I like the green. It really works with it. Oh. Don't. Ha ha ha. We forgot to make that thing there. Go through. No collision. There. Because it's supposed to be part of the background. Save all. Got some weird stuff going on with the green screen. Oh, we had some dropped frames. I'm sorry, guys. That's probably why we were having some issues just now with playing the game. Was probably dropping a lot of frames at that point. We'll try not to do that as much. No, I think it's turning out pretty nicely. The green, I have to say, the green really adds a lot to it, and I'm glad we're actually using it. Oh, excuse me. So I know I mentioned last week we're going to work on this area, but just trying to get rid of some of these extra, I don't know, they've become somewhat of an eyesore, some of these things. And I kind of just like to eliminate them. So, yeah, this is just something I really want to get cleaned up. this works. Just want to get rid of a lot of these like little tiny blocks. I mean, having a couple of them here and there looks fine, but oh boy, I get a lot of these combo big blocks. I mean, small blocks. I feel the big blocks look a lot better, honestly. So, yeah, just getting rid of some of those blocks. There. Ooh, wow. What the hell went on there? Oh, that needs to get fixed. So let's start working on this area. Let's get these. There. It just looks like it's supposed to be there, so. Oh boy, we got a lot of cleanup that needs to happen now. I gotta save all this before I start doing copy paste stuff. Yeah, this should... Oh, pretty close. I'll make it a little bit bigger. I'm adding in these. Actually, I think that's good. Oh, was I adding shadow there? Yeah, that's something I gotta fix there. You don't have a good bend on these pipes. Yeah, let's just put a block there, I guess. We'll create something else maybe later on the road. But okay, I'm assuming at one point I was... Well, that is terrible, honestly. I thought it was just limited black, maybe? See, I like the black. I like the shadow, and I have to find ways to use it. Yeah, I don't have like a half black, which is something I definitely gonna need to find. Oh, they gotta do like this, and that's that black is just too thick. At the same time, it kind of works. So I'm gonna add it in for now, just as a reminder. I want to do this. Oops. That's just selected the color. Yes, please keep playing the music. I said yes. Why'd you... There we go. That looks nice. Oops. Yeah, that looks snazzy. I like that. I don't like how some of this music just abruptly ends. Hmm. More. Whoa! I'm actually now I'm getting some. Now I'm getting some frame drop messages. That's about time. I know it's going to be an issue with some frame drop stuff. That's what happens when you experiment with new software. I mean, and that seems to be pretty good, but I don't know, frame rate issues. What I need to though look into maybe doing something on a local network where it doesn't use up bandwidth. Because I'm pretty sure right now it's probably eating up additional bandwidth. So, I don't know. Gotta figure something out. There we go. So we got that. Let's fix this thing up. Oh my goodness. This looks hideous now. Wow. Oh boy, that just looks ugly. Wow. Yeah, that looks really ugly. Give me 2 seconds, because I'll be right back. I need to figure out what's going on upstairs. I got awful quiet, and never a good sign when you have little kids. They should be making noise, not being quiet. So I'll be right back. I'm just going to check up on them. Be right back. Okay, I'm back, guys. Okay, that was just gonna be. Told you it was just gonna be quick. Just wanted to see what was going on with them upstairs. Whoa! And there goes the phone. Yeah, they're just being quiet, watching a movie. So, oh boy, we are getting some serious frame drops. And I do not know where they're coming from. I don't like this. I don't like unexpected frame drop stuff. I like to know where my frame drops are happening. Okay, first things first. Clean that up there. I'm not gonna worry about that right now. Okay, so let's fix up some things here. First off, we need this new walkway. Now, what I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to build this. Hold on. Close this one down. I'm going over here, and I'm going to. Why is this not letting me move it? Huh, okay, that's odd. Ugh. This is the start. Man. I do not know why this is giving me so many issues. There we go. There. Now when you land on it, it disappears. So I can erase this one. There. That's nice. Okay. Gee, does that even look right when I do that? No, because it looks like it makes it double. So I need to actually do something completely different for underneath. That could work, I guess. Yeah, I guess that works, yeah. Making a blue book. Dang it. I'm just going to do for here instead. Make it a little easier on myself. I'm just going to black it all out. What I'll do too is... There. Now it just ends abruptly. There, that looks pretty good. Ah! Let's keep it like that. That looks good. Oops, what was that up here? So there, we got that. That looks good. Let's save all so we don't make sure we don't lose anything. Oh my goodness. I'm not ending the stream, guys. Don't worry, but man. Drop frames detected 10%. Sheesh. I don't know. We're gonna have to figure this thing out. As I said, right now I might have to look for something that's a direct thing. Okay. Just get the walkway on everything right now. That's a big priority, I think. It's a simple one we can get done quickly. Hold on. Oh wait, no, I put it on the same level, so never mind. Yeah, we're going to have to manually just do this because I don't feel like going through. One, giving it on a separate layer, though that probably would have been the smart thing to do. Yeah, what we'll probably want doing later on is just moving the platforms onto its own separate layer just to make it easier later down the road. Bum, 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 bum. Whoa. That was weird. Ah, there are the sounds of little pattering feet. Like this, like being able to hear them running around upstairs. Makes me feel better. Less paranoid that they're getting into trouble. I think what we'll also do, I think we're going to bring this out a bit more. Just because I don't know. I want to bring this out a bit more. It feels. Let's grab this. Oops, that needs to be here actually. There's that, and then we'll make the big ass blocks. I know we're using a lot of these big ones, but I mean They're kind of still just a placeholder till we create some new assets that look a little bit better in this area. Oops. Yeah, 'cause just making sewer stuff, I don't know. Bum, 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 bum. Excuse me. Excuse me there. There we go. That looks better. Oh, I didn't even realize that. Yeah, it's kind of... How many is that over? Five. One, two, three, five. So, technically move over two more. I kind of want to mirror it, so that's how I'm gonna. That's how I'm redoing this right now. Because I think mirroring it's gonna look nicer. Looks better. Yeah, it looks a lot better, I think. Erase this old one. There. Much better. I like the mirroring. It looks just works better. Makes it look nicer. Okay, so keep working on this. right. Okay, do that. Make sure I get this line up properly. Oops. There we go. That looks good. Oh, I can't believe I did that again. Oops. Now I want to add in the shadow. No collision. If I go over here. There we go. That looks so much nicer. Now what I'm thinking we'll do for here is big boxes. Yeah, nothing too original here, guys. Oh, what did I do there? It's kind of cool. Oops, that's not what I want. Come on, there we go. Oh wow, first shot, nice. think getting parts of this taken care of. Let's erase some of this stuff. Go. Well, we could. I'm trying to figure out how we can bring that piece because I like that. Do those. I can do black. Actually, hold on. Could I? I want it super black. Do a shadow layer there. Probably just erase this whole entire top thing. We don't really need. Oops. Yes, keep playing, please. Yeah, I'm not sure about the brick stuff yet. I think I'm going to redesign that altogether. I don't like it as much as I thought I was going to. I feel like it might be a little too small. I know it's based on the Mario one, but I'm not a big fan of it. So. I just realized that is not going to work. Huh. Dang it.
There we go. Still think that might be a problem. There we go.
Okay, that was looking nice. I feel like this stuff is not gonna line up well. And did I just do that? I did do that on the wrong layer. Oh well. Boy, that looks a lot sharper. I'm really liking how that's turning out. Now, I wasn't planning on doing this section just because it was kind of pointless, but you know I'm going to do it anyway. just gotta put in. There we go. Oops. Oh well. Put that in. One more. So I'm gonna do here. Background layer. Some black here. There, now it actually blends in, which is kind of nice. Okay, there. Now you have this area that like you just can't access, but you know if you see it, you're gonna be like, oh, how do I get over there? You can't. Wow. Amazing how much different it all looks. Wow. I am really happy with how this is turning out now. I mean, the additions of the shadow, even though it's not like the finalized shadow, I'm definitely going to work on getting something a little bit better looking in there. Something thinner, probably. It just adds so much more to this. It just makes it pop so much better. The bigger blocks look nicer. I mean, the walkways just adds so much more to this than what we had before, and it just looks great. Yeah, the green, oh boy. It's a world of a difference compared to what we had initially when we were first building everything out. We had something that's really a lot more simple. Didn't really have it looked meh. Now it's just really starting to come together so much more. It's looking a million times better. So, okay, well it is that time of the night where I've got to. I gotta bolt. I gotta get the little ones ready for bed. School's starting, so I definitely gotta get them to bed so that they get enough rest, so they can get off to school in the morning. So thank you all for joining me tonight. It's been great. I'm, as always, so excited when things are coming together and we can see the progress on screen. It's just, it really amazes me how much things have changed over just like what we had done. It was a few months ago, really. So I mean, just see how much things have changed over what I initially put down to what I am putting down now. It's night and day in difference, and it's gonna look great. I'm really happy and excited with how things are turning out, and I can't wait till we I don't know, I just can't wait to keep working on this and put more time into it. Hopefully, now that summer's over and the school's back in session, I'll be able to squeeze some more additional time in personally to flush out this. It'd be nice if I can actually get some work done on non-show hours. So when you guys tune in on Sundays, I can say, hey, look at all this cool stuff I put in. But it's all a matter of juggling time and everything, and among other projects. I mean, the nice thing about doing some of the artwork and writing on the side, I mean, you guys don't want to sit and watch me typing or sketching out. Well, we did some early episodes of sketching, but I don't really have a setup anymore for doing that. So the writing part, you guys will be bored to death with. So this at least able to like fire it up later on. We can actually test it out, which is great.
And we are definitely running some frame rate. I don't know, it's just streaming things. So when she jumps, it just seems to not really want to work that well. But it's nice just being able to hop in and... Ooh, there we go. The secret corridor. We'll have to do something in here. Now, I can... Oh, didn't even make it to that. The idea is going to be like if you are able to land on that, all it will do is just break. And yeah, just gonna have basic walking right now. I want you to see, here we are. We can't go any further than that. I don't have anything really to get up top right now. So, but yeah, it's just nice being able to have things start to come together, so you can actually play it really, which is nice. Can I get over there? Maybe. The delay is killing me. It's really hurting, making sure I can make these jumps. Oh wow, I actually did. Uh-oh. I wasn't supposed to be able to get over there, and somehow I did. Oh well. I'm gonna actually check on that quickly. Why is that? Because no collision. This should not have a collision layer. That's why I turned off the wrong layer. Huh. Okay, well that explains that. So that's good. Okay, well. Anyway, yeah, guys, thank you all for joining me tonight. It's been a blast, and as always, I'll see you guys all next week, and we'll just keep going forward and get this puppy done. Hopefully, I'm hoping by year's end that we are at a point where this game, at least this section of it, is damn near close to being done. So I know we got a few more months, so we'll see what happens. So anyway, take care, guys, and I'll see you all next week. So long.